As of today, I have lived 8,292 days. 8,292 days of falling in and out of love with different people, of meeting different people, of trying new things, of moving country and coming back. 8,292 days. If I times that by 4 and I've gone to another 4 sets of 292 days, right, I'm probably going to be dead. I'm going to be inside a casket and it's going to be nearing the year, 2100, whatever, right? And I'm going to be inside a casket and there's going to be maggots eating my face and bugs, right? And like everything is just going to be over. And everybody else that I know is probably also, most of them at least are probably going to be dead. And, I think about my death maybe 4 to 5 times a day. I think about all the people I have failed. I think about all the times I failed myself in my life. I think about all the opportunities I could have taken but I didn't take, and those that I did take and they led to something. I think about all the conversations I didn't have because I was scared of this or that. Or all those conversations that I can have today, but I refuse to have them because, maybe I'm rigid. Maybe I don't want to forgive somebody. Maybe I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that or whatever, right? But when I think about my death, when I just think about my funeral and how after everybody will bury me, life will go on. The entire philosophy of life is impermanence because throughout those 8,292 days, there's something every single one of those days that has changed. Whether it was the weather, whether it was, the changing of seasons, whether it was this or that, whether there was friends that were there, now they're not, whatever. Whether people were living and whether those people died, whether I was in a new country, whether I was in the same country, whether I was on a plane, whatever. Things were changing. Birds were moving and flying from Europe to America, right? And just because I wasn't recognizing that impermanence is a fundamental, thing about life when I was enjoying this idea of permanence, right? This illusion that everything is always going to stay the same, right? And that just because I went to school, for 18 years or slightly less than 18 years, right? That, everything sort of had this routine and most people were the same there. And, we always had these activities and life would just keep on going and going and going. And it seemed so permanent. And none of it ever was. And none of it ever will be. The whole essence of life is that we gain things and we lose things. Right? We don't need to grieve it every single day. We don't need to waste the little time that we have today. Right? So if there's something that you need to get done and there's somebody you need to call up and you need to say sorry to, or I don't know, right? But we don't have time. I am not guaranteed even 4 sets. I'm guaranteed maybe today, maybe tomorrow, right? But I can't even guarantee I have 1,200 days left. That is real.